Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Alpha Mercy again, alright, and yes, today again I bring you another video when it comes to the use of computers. But today we are specializing on the table of contents that of course belongs under Microsoft Word. So if you're there and you've not subscribed, you've not liked, just know that you're missing a lot because one video builds on another. So take time, subscribe, and you'll be blessed. So even today, I would like to talk about the table of contents, and we cannot talk about it without firstly defining it. So you ask yourself, what are table of contents? Now, this is a list of headings that include titles. It includes chapters, sub-chapters of a document that are usually organized in a very well-mannered form or in an orderly form. So this table of contents are very, very important because when you're dealing with research, with projects, you are going to need it to be able to navigate your documents because sometimes it's really a big volume of documents. So I'm going to teach you how to create a table of contents. So we'll go to our document and firstly, or before we create the table of contents, it's important that every document should have the same format even before creating the table of contents. So what do? We come to where it starts from. We are going to highlight the entire document. Okay, going to highlight the entire document, and you go to home. You go to Times New Roman. You make sure that Times New Roman, and the font size is going to be 12. Okay. You come and make it justified, and the line spacing between them can be 1.5, and you make sure that it's normal. Okay, so having done that, you formatted your data. So sorry, that's because it's still highlighted. So having done that, we are going to come back to our document, as you can see. Now the next thing is going to be getting our headings, because in our definition, remember what we talked about, headings that include titles and chapters and the likes. So this is going to be our title, the report on queries from maternity ward. You come to home, make it bold, and okay, it's bold, and we make it Times New Roman. And being our title, we can give it the size of 16, and we come and make it justified. We give it a line spacing of 2.0. Okay, and that's going to be our heading 1. Now because it's heading 1, you notice that the color does what? Changes. So you come and change the color to black. Then we come to the chapter 1, overview. Come to home, make it bold, Times New Roman, font size 12. Okay, font size 12, justified, line spacing 2.0. That's going to be our heading 2, and you can see that the colors changed. We come and make it black. And this is also a chapter, so it's going to be another heading 2. So you come to home, make it bold, and make it Times New Roman, font size 12, justified, line spacing of 2.0, still heading 2, because there is a color change, but we change it back to normal. Go to background, do the same, highlight, okay, make it bold, Times New Roman. Of course, this is part of the process. If you need to have a well labeled table of contents, font size 12, justified, line spacing of 2.0, make it heading 2. Can see that the color is still changed, so we'll come and make the color back to black and drag pricing discrepancies, come and make it bold, Times New Roman and font size 12. Okay, justify line spacing of 2.0, and that's going to be heading 3 because that's a sub chapter. You can see the colors change, so we'll make it black. Make it black. We have accessibility of room 8. Okay, come to home, do the same, bold, Times New Roman, font size 12, justified line spacing of 2.0, that is heading 3, and color black. Then lastly, we'll have the stocking of room 8. Go to home. Okay. Under home, make it bold, Times New Roman, font size 12, justified, line spacing of 2.0, and that's our heading 3. Okay, so that is it as pertaining our headings. So now we have our headings, but all these chapters, it's important to make them appear in another page when we are creating table of contents. So you come to overview, you come to insert, okay. And here on insert, you come to blank page, and you notice that it goes to the next page automatically, okay. So we are going to have our overview, and for history, have history. Like we've said, you go to insert, you go to blank page, and it goes to the next page. We come to history, you click on the start of it, okay. Okay, so we also come to insert, click on blank page, you see that it goes to the next page. And lastly, I'm going to come to background, come to insert, come to blank page. You can see that it also goes to the next page. So coming back to the top, on our reports and queries from maternity ward, now we go to creating the table of content, where you come to reference, and before you create the table of content, it also has to be on another page. So we are going to first come to insert and page break. Okay, you see it go to the next. Okay, so we are going to use the upper part for table of contents because it has to appear on another page. So this is the page. We'll come and click on it. Okay, and now we can go to our reference and go to table of contents, and we have two types. We have automatic and the manual table. So if you want to use automatic, for example, when you click on it, automatically it brings you the way we had aligned our work previously according to the headings. Okay, now this makes it easier for you to navigate your work in case you want to look at maybe the history, you know that it's on page 8. Okay, and another thing is that if you maybe want to edit for the automatic table, for example, maybe reports on queries from maternity ward. Maybe you want to make it medicine ward. Okay. Now, when you do this, you come back to the table of contents. Okay. And you see up here, when you click on it, it gives you options of update table. So when you click on update table, you have two options: update page numbers only. That is if the change went to the next page number, or if you want to, in this case like ours, we have a title that we've just changed. So we have to click on update entire table and say okay. Now when you say okay, because it's automatic, you can clearly see that it has brought our report. It was a maternity ward, now it is medicine ward. It's automatic. And the other option is if you want to use the manual table. Okay, so you come to references, you come to the table of contents, and you come to the manual table. It automatically brings you a blank table that has a title, chapter, type, chapter, title, level 1, level 2, level 3. So depending if ours here was report, it gives you the option to edit it yourself. Okay, so to manually edit it, that's what I mean. So report on queries from medicine ward. So you can type all the titles and the chapters and the sub-chapters here. And again, the same way, if you want to edit like before, maybe you're editing something on the history from October. Maybe you're saying it was in January 2025. Now when you do this, again you come back up here to where we have our table of contents. And so because you come to the table of contents and you come to update table. But because it's manual, you realize you have to type it yourself. So that is what makes the difference with the automatic and the manual table. Otherwise, I hope that the video has been very, very informative for you. I hope that you've learned a lot. Thank you so much for listening, and see you again in the next episode. But like, subscribe. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. Bye.